Somis, Romi. By interacting with angels, I have learned about a concept in Somis, science of angels, called Romi that explains how and why Dharma and universal justice exist. Should life be infinite in physical size and time, then this would mathematically suggest a chance of duplicating planet Earth over and over again an infinite amount of times is possible. This is the concept of the multiverse, the belief that there are multiple versions of parallel universes existing at the same time. This should be true if we assume the universe is random. But randomness will imply there is no order or justice, such as where evil deeds can go unpunished, where good deeds can go unrewarded. The concept of Romi describes a phenomenon where only the fair and just universe survives time, and all flawed versions of the universe in the multiverse will fail and become extinct. Specifically, a flawed universe will reach extinction against infinite time, therefore leaving no survivor from that universe as if that universe never existed, and no observer can verify that universe ever existed. Meaning only a universe where souls learn to coexist in harmony and peace can survive. Otherwise, souls will war and fight until life becomes utter hell so that the universe becomes unlivable and dies. This might be difficult to imagine as human beings, but it should make more sense if you imagine angels warring with each other, using powers against eternal time until no one wants to live anymore, and this universe eventually dies. Fairness and karma then seem to be a side effect of the Romi, because only a harmonious universe can survive against infinite time, and harmony requires a fair expression of karma to achieve. Specifically, if karma acts like equal reaction to action, then people can learn life lessons in order to learn right and wrong, good and evil, etc., to then learn to coexist with other souls in a fair and harmonious way, meaning karma is required for people to learn. If a soul, especially an angel, can escape karma while doing evil deeds, then people will likely be upset and will want to fight back, which then leads to reaction after reaction, growing bigger and bigger against eternal time, until the universe is consumed. If a person can escape karma, such as while doing evil deeds, then this person will need to keep escaping karma, or else this person will end up in hell in reaction to the accumulation of evil, therefore making the evil deeds more desperate with time. Therefore, someone escaping karma will grow more and more desperate as the hell reaction grows worse and worse, which then will anger more souls so that more souls are willing to join the fight, making the universe less and less livable. Even if a soul conquers all other souls, then this conqueror will suffer from loneliness forever and ever against eternal time, until this soul will want nothing but to die, lest the soul be stuck in loneliness forever. Chances are, if angels fight while using the powers of the universe, someone will likely end up unraveling life so that the universe will fall apart and go extinct. Even if an evil angel conquers the universe and keeps souls around like pets, then the design of life like reincarnation will break down, so eventually things like conversations become impossible. And an evil angel like the devil can only do so many things to people's bodies so many times before it gets boring, until eventually even the devil will yearn for his own death after living in such a dull and repetitive universe. Even a king who receives service and worship will eventually find this life to be dull and meaningless, repeated day after day, forever and ever. As a reminder, as discussed in other videos, life remains interesting against eternal time when you find meaning from helping other souls, such as where you feel a sense of excitement and accomplishment when you help create new angels out of souls. As such, karma needs to be allowed to function so all souls can learn about fairness and equality, so harmony can be achieved in order for the universe to survive, and good souls will have something to do to stay entertained for eternity, such as by creating new angels. As such, because we exist in the present, we can extrapolate we live in a universe that survived time, and this universe survived because karma works in our universe, such as where no soul was able to become powerful enough to escape karma. As a result, the story of our universe can sound like a survivor's tale where a person can escape death by inches or due to a split-second decision, which can sound unbelievable until you recall that the survivor is telling their tale about their survival. Meaning, in a multiverse of randomly shaped universes, only the universe with order and harmony can survive, so therefore it appears like order exists in life as a result, hence how and why Dharma, universal justice, and the Romi came to exist in life. Otherwise, all other universes without order will eventually descend to chaos and reach extinction as a matter of time, which is inevitable against infinite time. Therefore, if we exist, we can assume our universe survived against infinite time, and our universe survived because goodness and harmony prevailed. This might be hard to visualize among human beings since individuals seem capable of escaping human justice and getting away with murder, etc., but this doesn't mean they escape karma, and the Romi should be viewed relative to karma and time. This specifically means we cannot live in a universe that will eventually fail. If a universe fails, then no soul will survive within that universe. Therefore, it wouldn't matter if that universe existed because no one knows about it nor care. Meaning death in a failed universe will erase all memories of that universe. Therefore, if awareness and consciousness exist in our universe, we can assume our universe survived the test of time. Perhaps this is easier to visualize as a universe first surviving against infinite time in order for you to perceive living your life within this universe, implying the universe has to survive in order for you to experience it. And in this universe that survives, souls will become angels one by one, so that the overall trend toward harmony and order in this universe will be apparent. Conversely, evil souls can expect to be thwarted, which means all evildoers will inevitably pay for their evil deeds because of karma. This is inevitable and necessary in order for the universe to survive against eternal time. Evildoers cannot win, or else they will end up killing the very universe they live in when that universe fails to balance out until extinction is achieved against eternal time. As such, if you understand the concept of Romi, then you will understand doing evil deeds is futile, and you can expect to eventually pay for your every evil deed, so what's the point of doing evil then, to torture yourself? As such, goodness will have to prevail, or else that version of the universe will die as if it never existed. And as a reminder, this might not be obvious on planet Earth due to the influence of the devil, but he is on his way to a self-created hell, not discussed in this video. If you want to view time like threads of fate, then picture how threads representing flawed universes will be cut one by one until only the perfect thread remains that lasts forever and ever, and we can extrapolate we live in that universe because we exist. This is similar to the trippy concept of death discussed in other videos about reincarnation, where you won't remember any life where you failed to become an angel because death erased your memory, so you can only recall the one life where you become an immortal angel. In this way, a soul in this universe shall only recall the one life where they become an angel because death erases all memories of all other lives, while living the one universe that survives because all other flawed universes reach extinction. In effect, all souls shall only recall living one life becoming a happy angel in a good universe because this is a logical design of the universe called the Romi, therefore making life worth living across time. Hopefully, viewers can understand the logical sense of the Romi and its implied side effects, therefore helping you understand your role and destiny in this life and universe because Dharma and universal justice have to exist in order for life to exist. Thanks for watching.